Hello, Grand Rising, Grand Afternoon, Grand Evening to wherever you at globally. I'm thankful and grateful to have this wonderful lady that has helped the community in so many different ways. Her name is Miss Laura Abad Santos Rogers. And we are so grateful to have the opportunity for H2W to have her in and speak about the Key Chi Wellness Center. Welcome, Miss Santos. How are
Thank
you?
you. Thank you, Dr. Flora. Good afternoon to you.
Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful having you here. H2W, as well, we know it as Harlem Holistic Wellness Week, is very thankful to have you here. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself and the company, please?
Well, we have the Key Energy Wellness Center here in Harlem since 2010. Um, Key Energy, KI, means chi, vital energy, prana, or energy. Um, and we do uh, holistic healing, which is energy treatment among the healing services that we provide, which is acupuncture without needles. It means that it's the mother of acupuncture before the needles were discovered. So we don't use needles, but we do use pressure points on your meridians and uh, into your energy blockages with sound vibration. Um, the concept is very similar as acupuncture with needles in that the sound vibrations applied to the pressure points will open up the energy blockages. Based on our wisdom, uh, pain, illness, or disease is an energy blockage. So just by opening the energy blockage, um, it will relieve your pain. It will have more energy. It will open up and receive the vital energy. Um, and the pressure points with sound vibrations mean that the sound of the vibration will travel to the energy blockage to open it. So the treatment is kind of very difficult to explain. It's easier to experience it, but needless to say, the energy treatment is has instantaneous result. Like after your treatment, from head to toe in the front and head to toe in the back, you receive this, big change in your energy. Some people say they feel lighter, or they feel beautiful. It really depends on who's receiving it, but it is an alternative to medication or drugs. It's more natural because it has no side effects. As long as you have an open mind and you want something that is more natural, and this is what we've been offering to the community uh, since 2010, but I've been practicing this since 1998.
And can you tell a little bit about a personal story about when did you begin practicing in it in 1988?
1998.
Oh, excuse me,
Yeah,
1990.
yeah. I was diagnosed in 1997. I was diagnosed with chronic fatigue, and chronic fatigue is a very broad uh, name for a certain illness. But basically, it's a breakdown of the it's a complicated breakdown of the immune system, and um, because my symptoms were different, were not consistent every time I went to the doctor, the doctors said that it was more psychological.
Mm.
And so, of course, I was disappointed, and went another way. And when I went to a key energy master,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the energy master just reflected my energy to me by telling me, you're always tired, and this is this and that. Make a long story short, I understood what the breakdown of my energy system was doing to me, based on my mental processing and my emotional processing, and I affected my immune system. Um, and then I also attended their other than treatments, I attended their meditation and their healing energy exercises, which we offer at the Key Center. Uh, and I was able to reverse my symptoms um, in just less than a year. My symptoms were reversed. So when it reversed, they asked me to uh, if I'm interested in taking the master training
Mm.
in the mountains of Korea, because I had such a positive result with the practice, with the energy healing. I went. I just said yes. Um, so I went back and forth to the mountains of Korea, and learned about the energy and communed with nature, and learned that monks and masters used to commune with nature, uh, to receive energy from nature in order to make themselves well and to heal their illness, just as I did. So when I came out of the training, um, of course, I'm a financial advisor by trade. So that's what I do intellectually. And the
What a
healing practice,
wonderful combination to have. Wealth and health, Miss Ross.
right. So the healing practice is what I do from my heart. I dedicated myself to um, helping them open up healing centers all over the world. So I traveled a lot during weekends while still doing my work. Um, that's how we were able to open up healing centers, and attended health expos, and gave treatments on the streets, of any city, any town, any country. As long as there was a health fair or a health expo, we were there. That's how we opened healing centers. It's because the people came together and helped us open the center there. When 2008 happened, we had a lot of economic disaster all over the world. Most of the centers closed, and we reopened the New York Center in Harlem in 2010.
Wow, that's beautiful. The story and the journey has been amazing to listen to. As myself, a holistic doctor in acupuncture and Chinese herbs and massage therapy, and I do a few other things. I combine Eastern and Western together. I believe it's amazing when you can combine both. And
Mm-hmm.
to hear the story of the journey and you surviving it in such a productive and preventive way is amazing. That shows the perseverance that you have and in the belief of the health system when you also look in nature and in also alternative methods, which is very, very important. And
Yeah, Dr. Flora, I forgot to say, I also learned about homeopathy along the way. I practiced homeopathy um, prior to meeting Key Energy, learning about Key Energy. So I did go to the School of Homeopathy in New York. So that was a really great combination.
introduction.
Yeah, because homeopathy is also energy healing. It's approved by FDA, although nobody ever really talks about it. And the homeopathic remedies you can buy in any health food store. So when people come to the wellness center, it's It may be a combination of key energy treatment and homeopathic remedies.
Yes. And when you have that combination in that journey, I think that is a wonderful thing. I myself had a few treatments with Mr. Tony Rogers, and it's been amazing, amazing, amazing to have the combination of that wonderful work that you do at the Key Center to allow myself to continue and stay healthy as well, because I think that self care is very important for all of us, especially when we, as practitioners and givers and service workers like yourself and I, we have to remember self-care. To the next question will lead me to, you pretty much answered it all, is that, do you have any upcoming events?
Yes. Along the way, being a key energy practitioner, I was diagnosed with double hip replacement.
Mm.
And I know that I gave it to myself because I probably forgot about myself
Mm.
and cared more to others. Most healers do that to themselves. That's how they hurt themselves. I also recognize myself as is Chiron a planet? The planet Chiron, Chiron. It's a wounded planet.
Mm.
That's how I feel, because it's a wounded warrior. I'm sorry, the wounded warrior.
Okay.
Most light workers and healers, um, they look to the alternative to natural healing and look inside themselves in order to heal. And so when I was diagnosed with hip replacement, I only replaced one hip in
Mm.
2018. I didn't do the other one, which is the stronger one,
Mm.
because I believed inside of me that I could probably help heal that better hip. What what is really um, not complete in that bad hip? Of course, the replaced hip is now, 100 or almost 100%. However, I still, I in retrospect, I believe I only did one hip because I needed one good hip in order to create two good hips.
Ah.
Um, and so when I had it in St. Patrick's Day of March 2018, the surgeon already scheduled me for July 2018 for the second hip, but I said, no, no, I'm going to heal it naturally, because before 2018, I was already doing the Egoscue musculoskeletal alignment exercises.
Mm.
Egoscue, EGOSCUE. It's all over the world.
Wow.
Not a lot of people know about this system of musculoskeletal alignment. They are out in close to Connecticut. That's the closest to New York um, at that time. And so I told the therapist there, Greg, I said, Greg, why don't you come to the wellness center and I'll be a client and I'll give you my clients. I have a lot of clients who have musculoskeletal, alignment problems, knees, shoulders, hips like me, spine, and they're all going through these surgical procedures. And so he did. And so in 2017, prior to my hip replacement, I did the exercises, which really helped me um, prepare for the hip replacement.
And that being said, for the preparation of the hip replacement, it allowed you to have a combination of so many things. And that's what I'm listening about, is that you continued to trust your inner GPS as well. So,
Right.
and
Well,
that's
as a result, the next day after my hip replacement, they made me walk and go up and down the stairs in the hospital, and I was discharged.
And that's
I
the
was,
point. The point
yeah,
is, the beautiful story is you were discharged because you, again, followed your inner GPS along with the doctor's recommendation, but you had a combination. And that's one of the things that I feel is very important. Again, I come from a Western background and I combine Western and Eastern, but having
right,
a combination, excuse me, of both is an understanding of that it gives balance, it gives you nourishment, and it gives you and it feeds your soul. And that is very important to everyone to understand. And that's why H2W and Holistic Harlem Wellness Week want to focus on alternatives to the community. And we have this opportunity now more than ever to do it globally due to the coronavirus 19. And so it was only going to be in the tri-state area in New York City. And when this came about, the uneventful event of COVID-19, we was like, the show must continue and we will do it virtually. And
mm-hmm.
before we finish out, I want to definitely.
So wait a minute, the event.
Yes, that's where I'm going to lead to.
Oh,
I'm going
okay.
to lead that, madame. Before we close out, I definitely want to say that how can we keep in touch with your wonderful work and your business and talk about the Harlem Wellness Week that you'll be participating in?
Right. So I believe we have a schedule to do the Egoscue and Key Energy workshop. So it will be advertised.
And with that wonderful work that you've been doing for the community, and we'd love to know where we all can find you. Can you please give your information, your website, your email address, and your telephone number, please?
Sure, the email is info@keyenergycenter.com. That's KIEnergycenter.com. And the website is keyenergycenter.com. And the phone number is 917-806-1801.
Thank you so much. We'll make sure that all that information is going to be spread all over the world so that people can know the wonderful work that you're doing for the entire community. And Harlem Holistic Wellness Week, H2W, is very thankful and proud that you're going to be a part of this. We have a wonderful, wonderful schedule coming up for everyone that's going to be a part of this, and I'm glad that you are part of it. Have a great, great afternoon, and thank you for participating.
Thank you, Dr. Flora, and more power to you.
Thank you. Take care.